The following is based on a true story. You will find historical photographs, newspaper articles, letters, official documents, and more information on the website startlivingmy.life. Please note, this audio drama contains strong language, prejudice, and scenes of an adult nature. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Can the accused please stand? The South African government has decided to act decisively to stem the growing tide of conscientious objectors. The Minister of Defence has lost his patience with people like you, Meneer Budge. And Parliament has passed legislation that increases the penalties for refusing military service. In the past, conscientious objectors were placed in civilian jail, but the new law now demands a tougher stance, which means you will be placed in military custody. I've listened to your lengthy essay explaining your beliefs, but as the prosecutor has so eloquently pointed out, you have not presented any evidence in law. Furthermore, you have shown no remorse for your deeds and very obviously have an appalling disregard for the laws of this country. It is my duty as a magistrate to protect our beloved republic from young men such as yourself who hold the system in such contempt. I therefore find you guilty as charged. On this 28th day of October 1971, I sentence you to 90 days in military custody. You'll be escorted to the holding cells below.
Startlivingmy.life and Baird Media present Stripped, an audio drama podcast based on the autobiography It Is What It Is, Grace Through Acceptance, written by me, Thomas W E Budge. What you're about to hear took place in the early 1970s in apartheid South Africa. Some incidents and timelines have been changed for dramatic effect, and some characters may be composites or entirely fictional. But it is all based on actual events as they happened to me.
Stop! Twee stop! Drie stop!
Hey! New guy! Yes, you! Come here! Come. I don't have all day. What's your name?
Thomas Budge.
Ah, yeah, we've been expecting you. Here's your army issues. Socks. Overall. Underwear. Vest. T-shirt. Rugby shorts. Helmet. 2 blankets. A towel. A bucket. A roll kakpapier. And a toothbrush. And a toothpaste. Now strip and put your clothes in this box. Then get dressed in your army kit.
The magistrate sent me here because I refused to do national service, so I won't put on the uniform. I'm not a soldier.
It's captain's orders. All prisoners must wear the uniform.
I'm not afraid of the captain. I can't obey his orders because they conflict with my beliefs.
Well, you most certainly can't wear your civvies here. So you have to get undressed, whether you like it or not.
But, well, where shall I do that? Is there a change room or a toilet?
What's fucking wrong with you? Just get undressed, man, and put your goed in die box.
You mean right here in reception?
Yes, idiot. Right here in reception.
Okay.
What's that book you have there?
It's my Bible.
Put it in a box with your clothes.
My underpants too.
Yes, Paul. Everything. Your underpants too.
Then what am I going to wear?
Well, what do you think? If you refuse to wear your kit, then you'll have to be naked. Come on. Opskit man. Shoes too. In die box. Right. Let's go. Forward. March!
I'm not a soldier. I don't march, I walk.
Welcome to your new home for the next 3 months. Each block has 72 cells, 36 on each side, a total of 4 blocks. Then there's the dark cells, for the worst ones who refuse to play by the rules. Trust me, you don't want to go to the dark cells. It drives people bossies. Being locked up for days on end in the dark like that, it'll break you. In you go. The guys will be back from the parade ground in a few minutes.
Jehovah is my shepherd, I will lack nothing. In grassy pastures he makes me to lie down. He leads me to well-watered resting places. He refreshes me. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for the sake of his name. Though I walk in the valley of a deep shadow, I fear no harm.
Hey, new guy.
Yes? Hello? Where are you?
Pull yourself up and look through the ventilation space above the door. There you are, Carrot Top. Tell me, how did you fuck up?
I refuse to go to the army.
You're one of them. There's a lot of you oaks in Block 2.
How did you stay up there so long? I can't do it. I keep slipping down.
Jump up and wedge your back against the wall, but then put your feet against the doorpost.
Okay. I think I've got the hang of it now. What are you in for?
Assault. I pushed-cut the corporal who was tuning me cock.
How many conscientious objectors are there?
Lank many. About 14 came in just last week.
So if they're all in Block 2, then why am I in Block 1?
The captain doesn't want any new prisoners bringing outside news. Don't worry, they'll move you in a week or so.
And what happens next? Like today and tomorrow?
Same fucking boring routine every fucking boring day. Word of warning though, eh? Make sure your cell is ready for inspection. If it isn't perfect, they'll make you cuck off.
I don't have an idea of what to do for inspection.
You better figure it out, or there'll be hell to pay.
I brought you some tea. Who are you writing to?
The commanding officer of the detention barracks.
Let me see. I write to inquire whether he is detained under your command and what is required to enable me, as his father and natural guardian, to see to his needs. Would you be so good as to enlighten me as to the following? Oh, Erith, is this wise? You don't want to antagonize the man.
I only want to find out if we can visit. Don't you want to see Tom?
Of course I do, but...
Look, I'm asking if we can write to him and about his state of health. Can we send him parcels with things like underwear and toiletries? Things like that. I don't think that's unreasonable.
You were in the army during the war. Surely you must know what it's like.
This is not the same, Yvonne. When I was in North Africa and Italy, I regularly got letters from home. Thomas is in detention. That's completely different.
It's only 3 months, Erith.
3 months is a long time, Yvonne. He's still young and fragile. I'm worried about what it'll do to his state of mind.
Jehovah is protecting him. Anyway, it was his choice to register and then refuse to serve.
Which is exactly what you and the elders expected of him. And now it looks as though everyone else is abandoning him to his fate. I won't do that.
Best not to upset the elders, Erith.
I'm getting a brandy.
Enough with the brandy. Drink your tea. And move your things aside. I want to set the table. Dinner's almost ready.
Goeiemôre, Suid-Afrika. 5 minute, mense. Kom, troepies. Move. Opstaan. Kom. Triaan. Budge, get out of your cell. Hey man, why are you still kalgat? Put on your uniform.
No.
My fok, Budge. Moenie my hol so vroeg in die oggend krap nie. Trek jou bliksemse uniform aan en val in.
No, I won't.
Okay then. Just wear your shorts and a t-shirt.
No, not even that.
Ag, fok tog. Okay. I'll deal with you later. Come on. Fall in. Inmates, attention. Alberts.
Present.
Barenos.
Present.
Becker.
Present.
Blignout.
Present.
Botha.
Present.
Budge.
Waar's Budge?
Hy's nog in sy sel, sergeant. Kalgat.
Maar my fuck.
Klaar.
Present.
Sir. Davy.
Present.
Ja.
Troop, I'm Sergeant Vermaak. I hear you are not cooperating. Yes, sis, and your inspection isn't ready. My fuck. Hey, I'm talking to you. I'm your senior officer, Private Budge, and I am telling you to put on the fucking uniform and report outside at this very time.
So you must understand that I'm not a private. I'm a civilian. I'm here against my will, and I'm not under your command. I mean you no disrespect, sir, but
I
I'm
am
not gonna...
giving you a fucking lawful command and you shall fucking right this moment obey me.
Your command may be lawful in your eyes, but I only obey Jehovah's law.
Ek is Sergeant Vermaak. Ek is nie gebore nie, ek is gemaak. First there is you, then there is the corporal, then there is me, then there are the captain above us all. We are in that order. You is fokkel. Die kaptein vat nie kak van kabouter soos jy nie. Trek aan die fucking uniform.
Mr. Vermaak, once I put it on, you'll have got me. And when I've started wearing the uniform, I shall give up, become a soldier, pick up a gun, go to the border and kill the terrorists. And that is simply unconscionable.
I am not a mister. I am a sergeant. Hoor jy my? You will call me sergeant and stand up fucking straight when I'm speaking at you.
I'll call you by your title of choice, Sergeant, but I still don't respect your authority over me, so I won't let you tell me what to do.
Kom hier, on the double.
Sergeant.
Corporal, give Private Budge his uniform.
Here's the uniform. Put it on.
No.
Corporal, you are my witness. I am giving Private Budge a lawful order to put on his donnerse fucking uniform and report for duty. If he don't do it, he'll be punished.
I'm already being punished.
So, you're refusing to obey my orders?
Yes, sir. I refuse.
Fucking very fucking well then. Corporal, hierdie bliksem has no use for his moerse prachtige uniform. So put it back in the store. Jy, let's go. I'm taking you to the kaptein.
Binne. Forward, march. Klik, klak, lei, troep, halt, regs, om. Kaptein Nel, hierdie troep soek vir kak. Dis die nuwe ou, Budge.
Another Kalgat disciple. Budge, hey? Let me get your file. Private Thomas William Erith Budge, right? Date of birth?
26th January 1953.
And what is your force number? Your force number, Private.
I haven't a clue what my force number is. We don't keep a pressure gauge on our toilet.
Private Budge, this is a very serious matter.
Firstly, sir, I'm not a private. And secondly, I don't accept what's happening here.
Sergeant, what are the charges?
On or about 700 hours today, 29 October 1971, Private Budge disobeyed a lawful order given to him by me, Sergeant Vermaak. Hy weier om sy fucking uniform aan te trek, kaptein. Ek het hom gewaarsku, maar hy bly weier.
Private Budge, the sergeant accuses you of refusing to wear your uniform. And here you're standing Kalgat in front of me. What do you have to say for yourself?
Captain, I stand here stripped naked in front of you because I'm not an enlisted member of the South African Defence Force. Neither Sergeant Vermaak, the corporal, you, nor any other officer has jurisdiction over me.
Is that so? Very well then. I find you guilty of insubordination and willful disobedience. Do you wish to make any comments in mitigation of your punishment?
I object to your ruling because you haven't proven that you have any jurisdiction over me at all. This is a farce and you know it. I'd like to read a copy of the legislation because I'm sure there's something in it that makes this whole process illegal.
The legislation clearly states that the dictates of a person's conscience, religion, or personal philosophy cannot justify or excuse the disobedience of an otherwise lawful order. I have no choice but to find you guilty. This is a serious offence that can lead to sedition, insurrection, and treason. So, for disobeying a lawful command, you are forfeiting your privileges here in the detention barracks for the duration of your sentence. You may not receive any visitors. You may not receive or
write any letters. You may at any time inquire from me of his state of health. If on his release from the detention barracks in Voortrekkerhoogte he has not sufficient money to defray his travelling expenses, he will be returned to his place of residence at public expense. Bastard! Such poor English, too. He can't even spell expense. E-X-S-P-E-N-C-E. Can you believe it?
Do you think he at least has his Bible with him?
Surely they can't deny him that.
Jehovah teaches obedience to all lawful commands. Perhaps it was an unlawful command that Thomas couldn't follow.
They're treating him like a bloody common criminal.
He is acting with the highest principles. He's refusing to support something which he sincerely believes is morally wrong. I know everyone at Kingdom Hall admires him for it.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
I didn't know somebody else would be here. They usually make me shower on my own. You're from the Durban congregation, aren't you? I've seen you visiting our assembly before.
Yep, I'm Chris. And I know who you are. Thomas, right?
Yeah. But why are we showering together?
Oh, it's because it's Friday and the PF guys want to go home early. They have a shower two at a time. One guy from block 1 and another from block 2.
Oh, I see. Maybe they think we don't know each other. Oh, bloody hell. This water's freezing. And the cold water together with the bluestone they put in our tea ensures nobody gets into trouble, hey?
Not for me, it doesn't.
What are you doing with that toothbrush?
Combing my pubes is all. My way of proving that their bluestone concoction doesn't work.
I can see that.
And I can see that the bluestone doesn't work on you either.
Sorry, I can't control what's happening right now. Oh, this is so wrong. What if the corporal catches us?
We have a few minutes. Just turn your back to the door. This is only between us.
and Jehovah.
I can't help it if you make me this way.
What do you mean?
We're not the only ones, you know? Lots more like us in the JWs. You can't stop staring. And you're at full attention too under that ginger bush.
I can't control it. It doesn't make it right. Luckily, I'm not the only evil one here. Our secret.
Our secret? Yes. How long have you known?
Since I was a boy, maybe 12 or 13.
I just knew it when I saw you naked outside the captain's office.
And we're both going straight to hell.
I'll keep a lookout. Take your hands away, let me see.
Sorry I'm late. I had a meeting with the bank inspector.
You missed Bible study. And you've been drinking again. I can smell your breath from over here.
Look, we ended up talking about Tom. At least the inspector's being somewhat supportive, but I don't know how long it's going to last. He's a National Party supporter, you know, and probably in the Brederbond. Thankfully, my branch has an impeccable record, otherwise they may not have been so lenient.
Your food is in the oven.
Oh, thanks. I got a letter from Gerald today. He's just come out of the DB.
What does it say?
You know, he's been called up again, so he has to go back, poor thing. He's volunteered to relay any messages from us to Tom.
So does that mean Tom can't receive letters yet?
No, he can't. Gerald says we must send Tom some clothes, PT shorts and T-shirts, you know. He says Tom's been asking about your dad's health. Now, how clever is this, eh? If Pop's okay, we must send black T-shirts, and if he's not well, we must send white ones.
Oh, such a bright, brave boy. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, and also a few toiletries.
And when you write to Gerald, tell him to convey to Thomas our personal love and the good wishes of the congregation. Also, tell him the whole family is well and that Anne is vacation pioneering. What else? Oh, you know he suffers from allergies, so tell him to call for daily medical attention. And he must put sunblock on that sensitive skin of his. With his light complexion, he always burns blisters in the sun.
He's in prison, Yvonne. He's not on holiday.
Oh, I wish I was there to take care of him like I did when he was little. But I know Jehovah will look after him for me. So, what do you think of my new dress?
Huh? Oh, very pretty. I like the polka dots. You know, you should wear your navy shoes with that.
I didn't make it for myself, Erith. It's for Jehovah. Proverbs says beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised.
Praise Jehovah, then.
Brother and Sister Budge, thanks for staying behind here at the Kingdom Hall after the meeting. As you know, we're all very proud of Thomas's sacrifice. He and the other boys are setting such a fine example for us to follow. Everyone has been praying for his safe return.
And we are very grateful for all the support.
I understand he's being released next week, having served his 90-day sentence.
Yes, finally. They've treated him so poorly.
I can't wait for him to come home.
And I know that he'll want to further his Bible studies and become a special pioneer. Not so?
Oh, yes, he'll be very eager to do that, I'm sure.
So I was wondering, when he comes home, if perhaps you wanted to host a little welcome event for him? Perhaps a little get-together?
Well, that has sort of been the plan, yes.
My wife and I will most definitely be there, as will some of the other elders, to show our love and support for the stand he's taken for Jehovah.
Of course, of course.
It's just that we wanted to have an opportunity to thank him and to celebrate his freedom with you. Jehovah has been so merciful towards him, and Tom has set such a fine example of what we must do in the face of Satan's onslaught against us.
And we're so grateful to you too, brother. Your support and prayers have been invaluable.
You'll let me know when? Perhaps next week, once he's settled in after his release?
Oh, yes, of course. You will all be most welcome, won't he, Erith?
Good. Now, please excuse me. I have some other business to attend to.
Of course. Let's not keep you any longer. Goodbye, and thank you once again.
The nerve of that man.
What was that, Erith?
Taking credit for something he had nothing to do with.
What do you mean? Everyone's been very supportive.
Doing what? They never once visited him, never once sent him a parcel or anything, never once stood up for him, and now they want me to organise a little welcome event so they can take all the credit and gloat.
Come on, Erith, you know their position.
Yes, I know it all too well.
Have some respect, Erith. Let's go home. I've got a roast to pop in the oven. I can't believe Tom is coming home today. It's been the longest 3 months of my life. Did you remember to bring the slice of apple pie I baked for him?
Yes, it's in the tin on the back seat.
Do we go in or do we wait here in the parking area?
I was told we aren't allowed to go inside. He should be out shortly.
Oh, there he is now, coming through the gate. Oh, he looks so smart in his suit.
He's lost a lot of weight, though. Don't they feed them in there?
Morning, sir, madam.
Good morning.
What's happening? Who's that man?
That's an MP.
A what?
A military policeman.
Are you Thomas Budge?
Yes?
These are your call-up papers. You are required to report for duty on the 6th of July here in Voortrekkerhoogte. Please sign here.
What's going on?
Goodbye, sir, madam.
Goodbye. Thomas, what just happened? What did he give you?
Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad. You won't believe it. I'm being called up again. Let me see what this letter says.
What? But that's impossible. You've served your sentence. Erith, can they do this?
Of course they can, Yvonne. I read in yesterday's paper that P.W. Botha announced that the government is going to introduce harsher, punitive measures for conscientious objectors. This must be the beginning.
It says here I have to be back in court in 8 days' time. No, I can't go back in there.
Come, let's go. There's a slice of my apple pie in the tin on the back seat that you can eat on the way home. I know it's your favourite.
Hey, chin up, my boy. Dry those tears, eh?
Yes, let's go home and make the most of the time we have. I'm sure everyone in the congregation is dying to see you.
Careful, Yvonne. There's a car parked behind you.
I don't need a backseat driver, thank you very much. I'm the one who always drives us, and I think I know what I'm doing.
Dad, do you think we can get a lawyer this time?
Why do you need a lawyer when you have Jehovah protecting you?
He's right, Yvonne. We need to get someone like Mr. Schwarzberg and Izzy Maisels. As soon as we get home, I'll write to them and say I'll cover the costs and give them some background to the case.
Hey, look where you're going! Honestly, people can't drive these days. Now, before you two start scheming about the future, let's first enjoy the time we have together. I know we can stop at the Halfway House Roadhouse for a milkshake.
Meneer Budge, how many more times am I going to see you in my courtroom? The first time you were here, I sentenced you to 90 days. When you again refused to fulfill your military duties, I sentenced you to a further 6 months. Now, here you are for a third time. It looks as if you are determined to keep on breaking the law and betraying your country. You therefore leave me no alternative but to find you guilty as charged. I have no hesitation in sentencing you to a further 1 year in detention. You know the drill. Off you go.
Listen up, prisoners. Once the magistrate is through with the last of you 21 Jehovahs, I'll take you back to the DB. Got a few minutes to stretch your legs while we wait.
Thomas! Tom! Come!
Dad?
Here at the gate.
Dad! 1 more year.
Tell me, are you okay, my boy? We've heard nothing from you during the last 6 months. How are they treating you?
I'm in solitary confinement most of the time, so I'm all on my own in my cell. No one to talk to and nothing to read except the Bible. Stare at the boring walls. During winter, I had nothing to wear, and I got chilblains from the cold, and summer is blistering hot. It's like hell on earth, Dad. Only worse. First they added 6 months, and now they've added another year to my sentence. I'm going to be an old man when they eventually let me out, if I don't die first.
Come on, keep your spirits up, Mr. T. One day soon we'll go hiking in the mountains again, eh? And then this will all be a faint memory. Like a bad dream.
More like a never-ending nightmare. I don't know how much more I can take, Dad. The captain's trying his utmost to break us. He's getting really nasty.
I think he must dislike the witnesses very much to now become so personally vindictive. As soon as I get home, I'm going to write to the Prime Minister. I've also been talking to some journalists.
Right, time to go.
Take me home with you, Dad.
Stay strong, my son. Your mom's praying for you.
Sister Budge, a word, please.
Yes, brother?
The elders have had a meeting, and we have a problem with what Erith is doing. I've been tasked to warn you that your husband is handling the situation very badly. He's putting the whole organization at risk.
He's only looking after Tom's welfare, brother. The donations he's getting from the other parents are going to help defend all our boys in court. How can that be wrong?
Look, we've read the article in the Sunday paper about how hard the boys are having it, but Brother Erith is kicking up too much of a fuss.
Would you rather he kept quiet?
To be honest, yes. Did you know the government may be planning on banning the organization, like other countries have done?
They can't do that. What about freedom of religion?
This is not the only country tightening screws on us. Mozambique and others too. So tell Erith to stop putting so much attention on the organization.
He's just doing his best for Thomas and the other boys.
We'd rather he didn't do it quite so noticeably. It must always be seen to be their decision, and they must bear the consequences of following their conscience. The organization cannot be seen to be telling the boys what to do. It's between each of them and Jehovah.
I thought you would at least support their taking legal action.
You know we can't be seen inciting or encouraging the boys to break the law. It must be clear that it was their decision, not ours. So tell Brother Budge to back off.
Yes, I'll try. Okay. But he's quite determined.
And there's another problem, Sister Budge.
What could that be?
Your husband is not an elder. These are matters for Bethel and the congregation elders to resolve, not Erith. You must hand over all the donations made to the Parent Legal Aid Fund and give one of the elders signing powers over the account. You must step back right away.
Yes, brother. I'll tell him.
What the fuck? Vermaak!
Kaptein!
At ease, Sergeant. Did you see this?
See what, Kaptein?
The newspaper, you idiot.
Yes, I see it, Kaptein.
No, you fuckhead. I mean the article in the newspaper. Listen, make no mistake. Life in detention barracks is hard. You can see it in the cement floors that shine from non-stop polishing, the spotless courtyards where dirt is unknown, and the brass handles of the doors and windows that are never allowed to become tarnished.
That's very good, Kaptein.
Yes, but I don't think they mean it as a compliment, Vermaak. These reporters who came here the other day are trying their very fucking best to make us look bad. They write here that it's inhuman and very much like the Nazi concentration camps. I don't think they understand what we're up against here with these fucking communist Jehovah bastards.
Ten minste the Jehovah's were cleaned up and got a bit of a suntan before the Unionisten got here.
It's that Budge. Trying to stir up public sympathy. Of that, I'm sure.
Private Budge? But how, Kaptein? He's in solitary.
Not him, you doos. The father.
Oh, You think he told the journaliste?
Definitely. And to think those bastards were here and they took those lovely photographs of how we keep order, and now they write this shit. They're even talking about it in Parliament. P.W. Botha and I go to the same church in Pretoria, you know.
That's good, Kaptein.
No, Vermaak, that's not fucking good. That's very, very fucking bad. He's not going to be pleased by how this went. He's going to cuck me out from a dizzy height. The reporters made us look like monsters. Like here in that commie newspaper, the Rand Daily Mail. The most serious issue is that some conscientious objectors, especially Jehovah's Witnesses, are held in continuous solitary confinement against barracks regulations.
Ja, Kaptein. Ek bedoel, nee, Kaptein. I mean, how else are we supposed to be handling with them? This was what we do, right?
These fucking Jehovah's are nothing but disciples of chaos. They're a cancer in the community, and we have to stop them from spreading their cuck.
Ja, Kaptein.
I'll show him how we treat traitors like him.
What are your orders, Kaptein?
I have a plan.
Where are you taking me now?
Some exercise for you, Soti. File in with those two slapgatte over there. Right. Get down, julle fokkers. Get down, get down. Press ups till I tell you to stop. You too, Budge.
No.
You hear that, guys? Budgie says he's not going to join the two of you in doing push-ups today. He doesn't want to take his punishment like a man. So, I'm adding his push-ups to yours. Come, get down, get down. And 1. And 2. 3. 4. And 75. And 76. See how you're making these guys suffer so pill? You only have to join them. Did I say you can stop? 77. 78. You only have to join them for 10 push-ups, and it will be all over.
How many times do I have to tell you it goes against my beliefs?
You hear that, boys? Goes against my beliefs. Well, the day is still young. Man. Now you fucking made me lose my count. Tell you what. Guys, let's start again from the beginning. Come on, get down, get down. And 1. And 2. And 3. Sergeant.
Weier Budge nog steeds om saam te werk?
Ja, sergeant.
Prisoners, aandag. Are you boys tired?
Ja, sergeant.
Only Budge can make you stop to suffer.
Ja, sergeant.
Budge, you can make this stop right now. Go down for push-ups. Not? Okay. Korporaal, vat die 2 en gee hulle strafdrol op die paradegrond. And tonight, you can let these 2 sleep in Budge's cell. They will sort him out quick.
You heard the sergeant? Voorwaarts, mars! Lik, lak, lik, lak, lik, lak, hey! Lik, lak, lik, lak, lik, lak, hey! Lik, lak, lik, lak, hey!
Guys, this is very bad. I'm so sorry. They punished you instead of me. They want you to beat the crap out of me, and I won't blame you if you do. So go ahead. Hit me all you want. I'm ready. I'll just wait here in the corner. Do what you like to me. I don't care anymore.
Ach, no, man. We're also pissed off with the army. Who the fuck do they think they are?
We don't take shit from nobody. That's why we're here in the first place.
Careful. You might not get food tonight and you could lose your privileges. They might even extend your sentence if you don't do what they expect of you.
Ach, fuck, man. We know that.
Nah, don't worry. We'll all get our chow. And then we'll bring some back for you. You look like a fucking geraamte anyway.
You two. Out. Go get your food. You, Budgie, I brought you your spare rations. Enjoy your 5-star meal. Half a loaf of bread and a litre of water. That's all for you today. Captain's orders. And make sure you drink every last drop of water, Soutbill. The last drupple.
Hey, Oak, what the fuck? Hey, wake up!
Fuck, what's that smell?
Chopper guts.
Fuck! Do you think they poisoned this Oak?
Shit. He's gonna freeze to death here on the cement floor.
Fucking hoendernaaiers.
Hey, Bud, wipe your ass and come over here.
I think we should let him dose between us. That way we can at least keep him warm. Come, help me.
They think they can break us. Fuckers. Fuck them. Hey, Budge, come. We'll keep you warm. We won't let those donors win.
They put something in my water. It tasted very sweet.
I'll be against the wall. You on the other side.
Don't worry, buddy. We're in this together.
Grab that other blanket too. It's okay, Bud. Now try and get some shut-eye.
Yes, this fuck. These bastards can go to hell.
Man genaide bergbokke.
Hey, buddy. Don't die on us, okay? Yeah?
What the fuck? Hey, holnaaiers. Wat gaan hier aan? Is dit 'n orgie of wat? Staan op, staan op, staan op.
He was sick or something. And cold.
Ugh. Jesus, it smells like a varkok in here. You two, take your stuff and fuck off. Hurry, hurry. I wait for you outside.
Hey, Budgie, you still alive?
I think I'll survive.
Yes, but I'm glad I'm not you, eh?
Yeah, me too. Listen, buddy, I have an old pair of bootlaces. I've been saving them in case I needed them. Yeah, you take them. You might need them more than I would.
Thanks. I don't really know what to do with them, though.
You never know when they might come in handy. Maybe to escape this shithole. Just don't go fucking hang yourself, okay? Hide them well. If they ever find it, you'll be in even more cuck. Good luck, hey?
Aerith? Oh, no, not again. I told you what the elders said. Who are you writing to this time?
Helen Suzman of the Progressive Party. She seems like a strong woman.
Have you gone utterly mad?
Everyone says Tom's incarceration is lawful. Everyone except for the Progressives. They seem to be the only ones that are able to get the laws under review. So that's what I'm asking her to do.
The elders are going to be extremely upset with you.
To hell with them.
If they hear that, you'll be sidelined even more than you are already.
I'm obviously not elder material, Yvonne, so I don't care too much about what they say. Tom is my son, and I will do whatever I can for him. They're treating him like a pig, Yvonne. Your own son.
When you deal with politicians, you're making a pact with Satan and his demons.
At least I'm doing something.
It's just like when Jehovah asked Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac on the altar. Jehovah is testing us. You don't think I'm suffering too? I'm the one who gave birth to him. I'm the one who saved his life when he was a toddler. I'm the one who nursed him back to health when he nearly died. I'm the one who raised him while you were out drinking with your friends. This was his decision, and we have to honor it. As he is being tested, so we must remain faithful. Oh, that's right. Just retreat into silence like you always do.
Listen here, Budge. I want to know exactly how your father knows what happens here in the DB. You've been in solitary for 3 months now, yet somehow the politicians And the journalists know everything that's going on.
Jehovah probably tells him.
If you want to be a clown, go join the circus.
Does that mean you're releasing me?
The way your daddy describes it, you'd think he was in here himself. And that's fucking impossible. So then the only other explanation is that somebody told him. And if you didn't, then who did?
I can phone him and find out if you want. Otherwise, you can call him yourself. He works at Standard Bank in Johannesburg. The number's in the book.
Looks like all that time in solitary hasn't taught you anything, has it? Are you never going to learn?
I've learned a lot. I've learned about cruelty, and I've learned what people like you will do to try and break a man's spirit.
It only takes one bad apple to make them all go bad.
Is that why you tried to poison me that time? Now, don't look so surprised. Jehovah tells me everything. Maybe you're the bad apple. Satan's demon. Be warned. Jehovah will destroy all of this when Jesus comes back to take up his kingdom. Then it'll be goodbye to the DB, goodbye to the army, goodbye to this country, goodbye to everything. Goodbye to the enemies of Jehovah, which means goodbye to you.
You think you're so bloody clever, ne? Well, you're going to fucking die an old man in here. I'll personally see to it. Vermaak! Take this traitor back to Block 4.
Erith, can I bend your ear for a second?
Sure. Come on in. What can I help you with?
Please understand, as the Chief Inspector of the bank, I must bring this to your attention.
Well, certainly. Would you like a cup of tea?
No tea, thanks.
Is there something we haven't done quite to your liking?
No, it's not that. We see you've made headlines in the newspapers again.
Indeed I have. Hopefully the Prime Minister will start seeing some reason soon.
I'm afraid writing to B.J. Foster was not such a good idea.
Well, speak with the decision-makers. That's what we do, isn't it?
Mr. Budge, you must understand, we hold many government accounts here at Standard Bank. You are a high-profile manager of this branch. Head office will be very unhappy if we lose any of them.
That certainly is not my intention.
Just take this as a friendly warning, Erith. You've raised a few eyebrows, and I would not want to see you replaced. Your branch has had yet another impeccable audit, and I want to congratulate you on running a tight ship. However, this is...
What the government is doing to my son is unconscionable. I've always kept my private affairs and dealings with the military just that, private.
Be that as it may, my advice to you is to try and keep yourself and the bank out of the papers. We've known each other for a long time, Erith, and I urge you to be prudent.
Hello? Thomas, is it? I'm Lieutenant Jacques Engelen. I'm new here, but I'm only on duty in the evenings. I brought you a parcel from your parents. And something to eat.
Thanks. I haven't had a parcel in the longest time.
Just call me Father Christmas. Do you mind opening it now? I have to see what's in it, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's just some toiletries.
You must excuse me, but according to regulations, I must bend the toothpaste tube and cut the soap in half to make sure nothing's smuggled in.
Sure. Do you mind if I eat? I'm starving.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Jehovah, for providing this nourishment and for protecting me against my adversaries in Jesus' name. Amen.
They briefed me about you yesterday. Told me you were a troublemaker. But you're not at all what I expected.
They think I am, but really, I'm not.
Yes, I don't always believe everything they tell me. I like to make up my own mind. Isn't it lonely and scary all alone here in Block 4? Aren't you scared of ghosts?
What do I care? I've been alone most of the time anyway.
I see.
Did you find anything in the soap?
No. Tell me, are you from a large family?
Just my parents, my sister and me. And you?
I have an older brother. He's married. You must miss your family terribly.
I do.
And your girlfriend too.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
I suspected as much. I don't like girls either. Guys like us have too much to see and do, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. But I must get out of this place first before I can be who I really am.
Everything will turn out okay, you'll see. It only gets better.
Really? You promise?
Look, there will be many battles to fight in the future. But you've survived so much already. There's a whole world out there just waiting for you.
I don't know that I have the strength. I still have months to go before I can go and explore the world.
You'll find a way, I'm sure. And then you'll be who you were always meant to be. And who knows? We may even bump into each other again at a party when this is all over.
I'd like that.
Well, you'll see a bit more of me from now on. I'll come visit when I'm on duty. But I must go now to finish my rounds and then some paperwork. Sleep tight, Thomas. I don't let the bed bugs bite.
Thank you, Jacques.
It's my pleasure. Thomas.
Come on, my boy, you can do it. But Dad, I've been trying for weeks now, and I just cannot get the shoelace to hook on the sliding lock. It's too difficult. No, my boy. Sounds like you're giving up. Keep on right to the end of the road, remember? Yes, Dad. The problem is I'm wedged up here like a pigeon in the doorframe, and the shoelace has a loop on the end, and I just can't get it to... Wait! I've done it! Slowly now, Mr. T. Patience. Gently pull the shoelace to the side, the bolt ever so slowly. Don't lose your grip. If you let it slip, you'll be in a heap of trouble. There, I've done it. If they catch me, there'll be hell to pay.
Not to worry, my boy. It's Saturday afternoon, and the top brass have all gone home for the weekend. There are only the guards around the perimeter. No one here in Block 4 but you. Just keep very quiet, and you'll be okay.
Right, Dad. Quiet as a mouse. Let's go explore.
Look over there, Mr. T. It's a tap. You haven't had a wash in ages.
Not now, Dad. I'll do it next time. Shit, I'm going mad talking to myself like this.
This is what happens when you're locked up all by yourself with no one to talk to, Mr. T.
How did you survive the war, Dad?
My boy, you know, keep your head down and your chin up. Do what you have to do to survive.
Look, some of these cell doors are open.
That's rugby, Mr. T. Must be the radio from the people living next door.
Shh, Dad. Let me listen. Who's playing?
Sounds like the Springboks in England, my boy.
You think the Boks will win?
I doubt it very much.
Shh. Dad, I want to listen.
I've had it with you, Private Budge. You just don't want to fucking listen, do you? For refusal to salute the flag, solitary confinement extended, and food rations for another 2 days.
Are you upset because the Springboks lost to England on Saturday?
What?
Well, losing 18-9 at Ellis Park must have been hard to accept.
How the fuck do you know that? Who's your informant?
Jehovah tells me.
Sergeant, ons gaan moet plan maak met die man. Hy hou my vir die gek. Budge, get back to your cell.
Attention! Get up, man. Get up.
What's going on?
Get up, get out, turn around, hands up against the wall.
Kameraad.
Kaptein.
Deursoek die cel.
Jacques, what are they looking for?
These people don't understand how you know so much of what's going on. You know, on the outside. They think you have some letters hidden some way. They even accuse me of being your informant.
The Bible too.
Everything.
Have you no respect for the word of God?
Check his toiletries.
Are you sure they're not going to find anything?
Absolutely nothing.
Just the usual stuff, Captain. No letters.
I asked you before, and I ask you one last time. Who tells you what the fuck is happening outside these walls?
It's for me to know and for you to find out.
Fuck! That's it, Sergeant. This man is getting court-martialed tomorrow. I've had it up to here. 30 days in the dark cells for you.
Maak oop, korporaal. Let's see if he survived 30 days in the dark cells. He must be heeltemal bosbefok by now. Hey, Budge. Lewe jy nog? Your time is up. I'm taking you back to your own cell in Block 4.
I don't care whether you leave me here or take me out.
Kom. It's been a month. Yes, man. I can't believe you've not gone bossies.
You'll never break me.
Put a blanket over to cover your eyes. The sun will make you blind and then you'll somewhere blame us for that too, hey? Kom. Let's go. Yes, I don't believe it. You survived the dark cells. Jy's 'n tough klein fokker, né?
Thomas, it's Jacques. You're still under the blanket, I see. You can come out now. The sun has gone down. I've put the light off in your cell too, so there's only the light from the passage. Your eyes should be fine. I've brought your food. You've been crying. Here, take my handkerchief.
Thank you.
It's so awful what you're going through.
Surely hell can't be worse than this.
I think you're very brave. I could never do what you do. The way I survive is to hide in plain sight. If they knew what I really am, I'd be in here with you.
I've done everything to obey Jehovah. And look what happened. He's abandoned me.
I don't think that's true, Tom.
No, Jacques, where is he?
He's right here. In your heart.
But I'm an abomination.
That's not true, and you know it. You're just you. Just like he made you.
He's put me in this hellhole because of my sin. I just know it.
Maybe he's stripping you of everything so you can find your real, true self and live an authentic life.
Jacques, can you take me outside, please? I just want to feel the grass under my feet.
Sorry, Tom. I can't do that.
When I was in the dark cells, I saw my mom. I was awake, but it felt like a dream. Like I was flying out of my body and looking down at the house. I saw my parents having a braai. My mom was wearing a white dress with blue polka dots and navy blue shoes. She looked so happy. I think she's forgotten me.
I'm sure she hasn't. Tom, I'm sorry, but I have to skedaddle now.
Okay.
I've been transferred to another unit. They don't like me much here for obvious reasons. So, this is the last time we'll see each other.
You're deserting me too.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could take you with me.
Well, just go then.
Thomas.
I said go. Jehovah, why have you forsaken me?
come to see my son, and that's that. Get out of my way.
There he is, at the far end of the ward.
Tom, what are you doing in hospital? What happened?
I'm so glad you came to see me.
They tried to stop us, but your dad insisted. So, here we are.
How did you know I was here?
I called Captain Nell yesterday, who said that you were in good health, and that you only needed some handkerchiefs. Imagine my surprise when the hospital superintendent rang today, telling us that you'd been admitted to surgery.
What happened?
I picked up a bucket of water and a splinter from the handle went into my finger.
Give me your hand, let me see.
Yvonne, you can't just take a bandage off like that.
I'm a nurse, Erith. I know what I'm doing.
Ouch! Be careful.
Don't be such a sissy, Thomas. You say the splinter was from a bucket handle? How did it get in at that angle?
Well, maybe it wasn't really an accident.
You mean you did this on purpose? But why?
I needed to escape from that place, Mom. Jumping over the wall wasn't an option.
But how did it get so infected that you needed an op? Couldn't you just have pulled it out with some tweezers?
I soaked the splinter in the latrine bucket for a few days before pushing it in between the bones of my finger. When it started getting infected, they gave me some antibiotics, but I didn't take them. Then my hand swelled up and a red stripe began to travel up my arm and I had a heavy fever.
Blood poisoning. You could have died from such a serious infection.
At least it got me out for a while.
Put the bandage back, Yvonne. Your son needs to heal.
Jehovah says the one who ignores him harms himself, and those who hate him love death.
I'm sure Mom will get the whole congregation to pray for your speedy recovery.
Thanks, Mom. How long have I been in detention? I've completely lost track of time because I was locked up in solitary and then the dark cells.
It'll all be over soon. Don't you worry. Parliament promulgated its amendment to the Defence Bill, which guarantees that all future conscientious objectors will serve a fixed-term sentence. Unfortunately, you're one of a handful who didn't qualify for parole, and you'll have to serve out your full sentence. But some of your sentences overlap, so just keep on right to the end of the road, and you'll soon start living your life.
Come, let's pray.
Brothers and sisters gathered here today at Brother and Sister Budge's home, can I ask you all to bow your heads in prayer? Our Almighty Father, Jehovah, we give thanks to you for having guided our brother Thomas. It is only with your help he was able to withstand the hardship he has had to face, standing firm in your supreme law. We're grateful to you for his safe return. All the power and glory go to you, Jehovah. In Jesus' name, Amen.
Thomas, can I have a moment?
Sure.
You have set such a fine example for us all. Jehovah has kept his promise and protected you. We're sure that you will keep active in his service by engaging in full-time missionary work. Perhaps after a few years of special pioneering, who knows, you may even be one of the chosen ones to be invited to work at Bethel in Jyllandsfontein.
I don't know. There's still a lot to process after all that's happened. It's hard to come back to reality after being alone for such a long time.
Don't delay. Satan is waiting to distract you. You must lean on Jehovah and preach his word while you have the strength. All eyes are on you now.
I'm not really that strong.
But you're doing so well. I look forward to seeing you in a special pioneering assignment as quickly as possible.
Do I have a choice? I just want to get on living my own life.
You will make your mother so proud. They won't call you up again, will they?
Oh, that chapter is now closed. They've exempted me from national service because the law has been changed.
I just knew we could trust Jehovah.
It was actually my dad's doing.
Everybody, please come help yourselves. There's more than enough for everyone.
Great. I'm starving. You coming?
Yes, in a moment.
Thomas, what was that all about?
He expects me to start special pioneering, and then he says maybe I'll be invited to Bethel. Dad, I'm really struggling. I can't even sleep on my bed at night without being frightened of falling off. And my eyesight is so bad.
Oh, one just has to grin and bear it, my boy. Look, when I came back from the front in 1945, I was also tired. I'd experienced so many horrible, horrible things. Like my best friend dying right next to me. But you just have to bury it deep inside yourself and try and get on with life. Just keep on right to the end of the road, eh? As Grandpa's favourite song always said.
I'm not sure that I can.
There's nothing else to do, my boy. Take it on the chin. Move on. Come on. Perhaps you need to get a girlfriend soon, eh?
Oh no, Dad. I was rather thinking of going to university to learn about computers. They're the future, you know.
Oh, your mother won't like that. You know what the scriptures say. Wisdom of the world is foolishness with God. Anyway, Armageddon's going to be on us in the next few years. Why learn something you'll never get to use? Let's keep your mother happy, eh?
Are you two coming to eat or what?
On our way. Come on. Let's not upset Mom.
Come in.
You called to see me, brother?
Sit down, will you? Thomas, you've been at Bethel for nearly a year now, and you humbled yourself so well as a janitor and then as a night cleaner that we gave you the responsibility of running our litho printing department. You excelled there. Now you have the highest privilege, working in the central office, assigning territory to each congregation and overseeing their preaching work.
Thank you. I try my best.
But Thomas, I'm concerned. Last night, your roommate Kobus spoke with me. He was very agitated. We know that many in the Bethel family come to you for massages, right?
Yes. Is there something wrong with that?
No. It's very kind of you, but... Did you give Kobus a massage the night before last?
He asked me to.
He says he fell asleep during it and that you took sexual advantage of him. What exactly happened? Because he's told me everything already.
It's true. I did give him a massage, and then he became aroused. I had to be very careful how I massaged him.
Was he sleeping as he says?
No. He knew exactly what was going on.
He says the massage made him climax, and that you abused yourself too. Is this so? Did you abuse yourself?
Well, some of this is true, sure. But it was consensual. He knew what was happening, and neither of us seemed to be able to stop.
Defiling yourself in the process.
But it was only masturbation, brother. Nothing else. It's never condemned in the Bible. It's not even mentioned.
Does that make it harmless? Absolutely not. The organization feels very uneasy about this. The Bible hints at it being unclean, a form of self-abuse, debased. The question is whether it can be seen as homosexuality, which the Bible clearly condemns altogether. And if that's the case, you'll be disfellowshipped. Come, let us pray together. Jehovah, Brother Thomas comes before you this morning to seek your forgiveness.
Budge speaking.
Hi, Dad.
What's happening? It's late. Are you drunk?
A little.
Where are you?
A hotel at the airport. Dad, I can't do this anymore.
Can't do what?
Bethel. I'm not cut out for it, Dad. This is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. It's giving me a bleeding ulcer. I found a job in Durban.
Durban? Doing what?
It's a big car dealership. They said they'll help me get trained in computers.
Don't let your mom hear you talk like this. She'll be very disappointed in you.
Hello?
Tom, it's Eric from the dealership.
Hi, boss. I just got home. Anything wrong?
Yes, we've had a problem with the computer. There's been a systems crash on the weekly report run.
Oh, no.
Please can you come and fix it? We have to print the dealership report. It's due tomorrow. I'll pay you overtime.
I'm sorry, but I have someone coming over tonight. Would it be okay if I came in bright and early tomorrow morning?
Yeah, okay, sure. But as early as you can, please. The report must be at head office by 12 o'clock at the latest.
Don't worry. I'll get it done.
Okay, thanks then. Bye.
Bye. Stefan, come in.
Thanks. Are you well?
Yes, of course. You?
All good. I haven't seen you in forever.
It's been a minute, yes. Sit, please. So you said on the phone you needed some advice?
Well, it's been almost 7 years since we were both at Bethel. Remember when we took leave together and we went to that trip along the garden route? And we slept in your little old car right by the beach?
I remember it well.
Me too. I think about it often. And now we're both here in Durban. And you with your job at the car dealership and all. But I've noticed that you're no longer so strong in the truth. And you hardly go to meetings anymore.
My friend, if you've come here to encourage me, then I have to be honest and say, no thanks. I need much more time to decide what I want to do with my life. Is this what you came here to talk about? I thought you wanted my advice.
I do need your advice. I'm not really sure what to do.
About what?
Man, you know how the witnesses are. They can never keep a secret. Well, there's this rumor going around about what you did one night with my brother Quibus when you were at Bethel.
This doesn't sound like you're looking for advice. It sounds more like an accusation. What exactly do you want from me?
No, Tom. Don't get me wrong. How do I put this? How did you realize that you're not interested in girls?
What?
I can see that you're afraid to talk about this, and I understand exactly how you feel. I'm just as worried about the consequences, but I think you and I are the same.
The same? What do you mean?
Tom, I don't know who else to trust. You and I have been best friends for a long time, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about this, because you, of all people, will give me the best possible advice, because we're the same, you know? Not liking girls, if you know what I mean.
Well, the answer is simple, Stefan. I mean, you must follow your own conscience. You know what is right and you know what's wrong. How can I advise you differently?
But how did you make peace with yourself?
You just have to be true to your own nature. I mean, to be who you really are.
But how? It's not so easy. The Bible forbids it.
Stefan, at the end of the day, love is love. Jehovah knows how he made us. Do you really think he would stop loving you for who you say you are? This isn't your choice, is it? And it's who you are, who he made you to be.
No, it's not my choice at all.
It'll be far easier to get married, have children, and forget all about it.
No, I just can't do that to a girl. It won't be fair.
You're right. I can't do it either.
So, what do I do?
Well, face facts, Stefan. Live your life being true to who you really are. Just make sure you stay under the radar. Keep it to yourself. That's my only advice.
Oh, well, that's a relief. Thank you, Tom. I knew I could talk to you about this. Do you mind if I give you a hug?
Sure. Whoa. What's the kiss about?
Oh, come on. You know what it's about. It's you and I, together, you know?
Stefan, no. I can't do that. I have a partner. His name is Johan. I can't cheat on him.
A partner? Hey, called you on. Is that right? I knew it. I mean, we all knew it. The elders here in Durban, the elders in Bethel. Even your brother-in-law's father had your suspicions that you were queer. But we've never been able to prove it until right this minute. You are an abomination, an enemy of Jehovah, and you're going to burn in hell for all eternity, you fucking poof.
Shit! Fuck you, you hypocritical bastard! I hate you, you self-righteous fuckers! Oh, can I just die already? Hello? Thomas speaking.
Tom? It's Mom.
Mom, how are you?
How could you do this to me?
What do you mean, Mom?
Anne's father-in-law called to say that he has proof that you are living in sin with that man. Say his gloating isn't true.
Mom, it's true.
What did I do wrong? Tell me.
Nothing, Mom. This is not about you. It's about me.
Why did you have to make such a hideous choice?
This is not a choice. It's who I am.
Does that now mean you're going to become like Pansy?
Mom, not that story again. Please, you've told it 1,000 times before.
Why do you think that is? It's to warn you. And now you're telling me you are the same as that creature. Is that how you're going to act now? I brought you up according to biblical principles. You know what happened to the men of Sodom and Gomorrah, how Jehovah rained down fire and brimstone on them for doing the exact same thing that you are doing now. Oh, I could just die of shame.
Mom, please, don't be so dramatic.
Dramatic? Our whole reputation in the organization hangs in the balance, and you accuse me of being dramatic.
Mom, look, I'm coming to Joburg next week. The elders have called a committee meeting and want to see me.
Oh, no, it's worse than I thought. Thomas, you're going to have to change immediately.
Mom, I tried, but I can't. This is who I am.
You had better think this through very carefully. Because if you don't change, the elders will be forced to disfellowship you. And do you know what that will do to me? To our family?
Mom, we'll talk it through when I get there. I'm sure you'll understand.
No. Never.
Brother Budge, you know why we called you here today to the Judicial Committee. We must address a very, very serious situation. We have concrete evidence that you are living in sin with another man. Confirm that this is true.
Yes.
So, you admit to being homosexual?
Yes, I do.
Jehovah forbids it.
Satan and his demons have led you astray.
It's unnatural. It goes against Jehovah's creation.
There's only one way to solve this issue. You must repent. Then go home, pack your belongings, and leave that man. Right away.
And then you will be reproved. We will guide you back to Jehovah.
You know what? No. Hell no. I love that man. And I'm tired of this charade. This is complete entrapment. I sacrificed myself for this organization by doing exactly what you wanted me to do, even when it cost me my freedom. For almost 2 years, I was stuck in a military prison, and you left me there to rot. And my reward? Betrayal by my friends and family. And now I don't care anymore because I can no longer live this lie. I've always known that I'm different. I've tried to suppress it. But it's impossible to hide who I truly am. I'm exhausted of living a life trying to please you. From now on, I choose to follow my own truth and start living my own life. I'm done.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Stop! Come back, we're not finished with you yet.
Mom? Dad? Open up, we have to talk.
Thomas, what are you doing here?
Dad, can I come in? I'm sopping wet.
No. We are not allowed to associate with a disfellowship person.
Who's at the door, Erin?
Just someone who's lost it on.
Well, hurry up. Dinner's on the table.
You must go. Now.
But, Dad, we need to talk.
There's nothing left to say. You made your choice. It's time for you to go. Today is the day that my son died.
After everything I've done to try and please you. And now this. Thrown out by my own family. Abandoned. Rejected. Stripped. Fuck you, Jehovah.
Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. If the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you're dreaming of will be there at the end of the road.
Stripped, an audio drama podcast based on It Is What It Is, Grace Through Acceptance, the autobiography of Thomas W E Budge. For full credits and exclusive content, visit startlivingmy.life. Delve into historic artifacts, behind-the-scenes footage, and immerse yourself further in the world of Stripped. Explore my podcast series Soul Searching on the website and discover my book It Is What It Is. Plus, hire me to unlock your potential with my motivational talks.
Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end.
It featured Bruce J. Little as Thomas Budge, John Herbert as Erith Budge, and Tessa Jubber as Yvonne Budge. Nico Loebscher played the magistrate, Errol Ballantyne was Elder 1, and David C. Stain was Elder 2. Prisoner 1 was played by N.J. Huckabee. Prisoner 2 was played by Kevin Lorraine. In the role of the corporal, you heard Francois Kurtze. Sergeant Vermaak was played by Werner Boertes. Captain Nell was played by David Minnar. Lieutenant Jacques Engelen was played by Alma Mueller. In the role of Chris, you heard Scott Peyton Levine, while Stefan was played by Henry Strauss. The bank inspector was played by Hendrik Baird. Stripped was written and directed by Hendrik Baird. Additional dialogue by Thomas W E Budge. Sound design by Ethan Baird. Music by Lawrence Creel. Recorded at Solid Gold Podcasts and Audiobooks. Executive producer Thomas W E Budge. Produced by Baird Media for startlivingmy.life.